Hello, my name is Ian Clairville. This is my Integrating Technology in the Classroom digital story. With this technology rich world, teachers and future teachers have a very challenging task. Sometimes I think students are better prepared than most educators when it comes to technology. Most of us grew up in a completely different environment, and it seems that we cannot keep up with the fast growing technology. So, in order for a teacher to create a technology rich environment, he or she must learn all he or she can about technology tools for the classroom. So, the first step is for the teacher to become knowledgeable of these tools because they will be of no use if nobody knows how to use them. That's why I believe it is the schools or districts' responsibility to provide the proper training for their educators. Once the classroom teachers get the hang of it, she can now begin to use it with students and explore all these technology tools and perhaps challenge their intelligence and discover new talents. I think technology in the classroom should be limited to a certain degree. For example, if the students get to use the computer as a reward, it should be limited to a few minutes only. Of course, I plan to be as creative as possible in order to challenge all my students, get them involved, and make learning fun and rewarding. By being creative, I think I will be able to come up with ideas and incorporate technology into the lesson that will keep my students focused and engaged. So they can hopefully learn not only the lesson but also at the same time incorporate the International Society for Technology for Educators by being a learner, a leader, a citizen, collaborator, designer, facilitator, and an analyst by helping my students achieve their learning goals. There are a lot of issues and trends in educational technology. Internet safety is one of them. It is a big issue for both parents and teachers alike. Now, a trend in the field of educational technology that is on the rise, I believe, is online learning and blended learning. Of course, there are many other trends like digital textbooks and social media. We have to admit that technology is rapidly changing education and the way we teach and learn. A little over a decade ago, students will worry more about what to wear to school and getting the typical classroom supplies such as pencils, notebooks, and erasers. But now things have changed a lot. Now it is about technology like tablets, laptops, smartphones, iPads, smartboards, and you name it. I am honestly afraid that one day there will be no more need for teachers and books. Will also eventually disappear. As Thomas Edison once said, I don't really remember where I read this, but he once said, quote, books will soon be obsolete in the public schools, unquote. Last but not least, there are many types of technology tools that can support how teachers develop and evaluate their students' learning experiences. But one of my favorites is the use of smart and interactive whiteboards. When I was in elementary school, being called to the front was my worst nightmare. But nowadays, I see that students beg to be called to the front because they want to use smartboard. So, to get my students engaged and test their knowledge, I would ask them to come to the board and write a sentence of what they learned from the lesson. My other favorite is virtual field trip. I plan to go on virtual field trips with my future students, not only because I love history and meeting other people, but also because I think my students can learn a lot from other cultures and perhaps other children around the world. To evaluate their learning, I plan to ask them to use their tablets or smartphone to summarize what they have learned in a 1 to 2 minutes video so I can be able to evaluate the learning experience according to the International Society for Technology Education student standards. Thank you.